What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of CourtRoom Podcast, DJ's CourtRoom Podcast, man. And we back with another episode 30. We're going to be talking about more NBA. More things happening. You got Bronny going back home. He went back home, scored his first point. Even though the Lakers was getting blown out, they got blown out. That's why Bronny got into the game. I feel like Bronny getting into this game, I feel like that jump was set up. Like, I feel like they knew they was going to get blown out. Either they was going to get blown out or they was going to be blowing the Cavs out. And this was like, bro, they pick and choose the games they want Bronny to get in. Like, that's weird. That's just weird to me. And, he scored his first point. It was like a dribble, midi. And it was kind of similar to LeBron's first point. I don't know. All this is like set up to me because they made it. It's like he scored his first point the same way LeBron scored his first point. And LeBron scored his first point on October 29th. And Bronny scored his first point on October 30th. That junk is weird, bro. All this junk is weird. But I still feel confident in Bronny's skills. I still feel like he's going to be great in this league. And it's just going to take time, man. It's just going to take time. And, yeah. I feel like they're really setting Bronny up. Eventually, if he doesn't work out, I feel like he's going to transfer into the gaming world. But if he's confident enough and he feels like he wants to become somebody in the NBA, he's going to work it out. Now, I want to talk about the Milwaukee Bucks, man. Man, the Milwaukee Bucks been struggling. Dame, Giannis, I even heard them not even working out together in the summer. Like, how y'all two superstars are on the same team and y'all want to win the championship? Like, that's your goal. And y'all not working out together in the summer. Like, what are y'all doing? I understand you can hang with your families. You can do other stuff you want to do. But, like, if you willing to win the championship and you want to win the championship, y'all need to work out together and see what y'all can do to get to that point. Like, y'all need to set up workouts with y'all other teammates or something like that. Cause like, I understand blaming Coach Doc, but like, everything can't be blamed on the coach because he's not out there playing. He's not out there playing. Yeah, he's coaching. Yeah, he's setting them up for success out there in the court, but it's just like, bro, they're not fit together. Like, Giannis, he's the type of player to just roll up the ball by himself and let somebody else give him a pick or something like that. Like, that's why Drew Holiday was good for him, because Drew Holiday was like a point guard that could play any position. Drew Holiday was a point guard that could, like, set a pick and roll off the pick and play the big position, or he can be the one that's asking for the pick, or he can be on the wing. He can be in the corner. Like, Drew Holiday was an all-around point guard. Like, he could play different positions. But Damian Lillard, he's a true point guard. Like, he's going to have the ball in his hands. He's going to want to pick. He's going to either set himself up or he's going to set the other person up. And that's kind of like messing with Giannis's game. Like, Giannis is more like a attack and just try to score. Giannis don't really like slowing it down. Like, Giannis don't like pick and pop. Like what Joel Embiid is for. Like, if Damian Lillard was playing with Joel Embiid, that would be a great combo. But Giannis is just not fit for that, and I feel like that's part of the reason why they're struggling. And it could be the coach, because Damian Lillard was doing better with Adrian Griffin than Doc. But I don't know, man. They need to switch things up. Now, the 76ers team, man, these injuries are really, like, messing them up. Like, from the offseason, they looked like they was going to be a great team. They looked like they was going to be, like, top three. Paul George, Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey. But then, unfortunately, Paul George went out with that hyperextension on his leg. And then Joel Embiid just injury-prone and talking about something he can't play back-to-backs. And I heard that they said Paul George's not going to play back-to-backs. And y'all not going to win a championship like that. Like, y'all leaving Tyrese Maxey out there to dry when it comes to like trying to win the championship, but when it comes to like getting more shots, Tyrese Maxey is chilling. Like he's probably like, man, these two superstars are out. Man, I'm finna take all the short shots. Like the other game, he had shot 32 shots. 32 shots. Like I do not blame him. I do not blame him from throwing up 32 shots. He had 45 points, but he had put up 32 shots to get those 45 points. Like, I do not blame him because he don't really see anybody out there on the court to really help him out with that scoring. And, like, what else can he do? I mean, he's young. He has room to, like, get to that point where he just want to focus on winning a championship. But I know in his heart, like, man, I want to win a championship. Like, I'm tired of, like, being by myself. Like, and eventually he's going to get tired of it the older he get. Right now he's young, so all he worry about is getting to that bag, getting the numbers so he can, you know, get all NBA first or second or third team, and then all-star and all that other stuff to get him a contract, like extend his contracts and stuff like that. So I know he's not tripping right now, but eventually they need to fix that up, man. Now, this man Tyrese Halliburton, man. This man been struggling. The Pacers, they've been struggling. And the Nuggets been struggling. Like, a lot of these teams been struggling that we expected to just be good off the gate because of last year. But, yeah, Tyrese just himself individually hasn't been doing good. And I just feel like it's just because of the start of the season. It just he's having a rough start. I feel like he's gonna get back right, like get his rhythm back, especially when the in-season tournament comes. He's definitely gonna get his rhythm back, 'cause that's when like we notice that the Pacers are on their way. Like that's when we like Tyrese Halliburton is like that, 'cause like he was really going at all these other players and things like that, and I don't know. If things don't get better, they eventually need to make changes. They eventually need to make some trades, probably even coaching changes to get this right, because I don't know, Tyrese Halliburton, he shouldn't even be playing like this. He should be playing on the next level just like Anthony Edwards is. Just the thing with Anthony Edwards, he just got to be able to get his chemistry right with his new players. That's the only thing with the Timberwolves with me. Like, they just got to get their chemistry right. They got to get how they going to work out on the defensive end and on the offensive end with Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards, seeing like who's going to get the ball, which time. Like, if somebody's hot, then give them the ball, or if they're going to go back and forth. Like, I feel like their problem is the fact that they're not that big no more. They don't have them twin towers with Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert no more. Like, they only got Rudy Gobert. And I feel like that's one of their problems, because the last game they played against the Mavericks were just getting a lot of boards over them. They was getting offensive boards. They was getting a lot of more possessions. And I feel like that's not good for them, because less possessions is going to be less time they're going to score. So they need to get that right, but the Pacers, the Timberwolves, the Bucks, the 76ers, these teams need to get right before the season like gets in the middle, or the season's about to come to the in-season tournament as well. So they need to get that right before the season like gets deeper in, because once it gets deeper in, that's when more teams get better and better and better, and it's not going to look good. Now, what's surprising me is this Cavaliers team, man. This Cavaliers team is 5-0. Like, the only teams that are undefeated right now is... Wait, did the Celtics lose? Yeah, the Celtics lost to the Cavs. The Celtics lost. So, it was only the Cavs and the Celtics, but now it's just the Cavs. The Cavs is 5-0 right now. And I did not expect this. Like the Cavs always surprise me for some reason. They surprise me. And then eventually when the playoffs come, they don't make it far. That's why I don't believe them. That's why when the regular season comes, like, okay, it's the regular season. But once the playoff comes, an AFC can really get to the finals. Like, it's not guaranteed when a number one seed and we be like, oh, he's going to get to the finals. Like, no. Like, the Thunder was the number one seed and they didn't get to the finals. I didn't think they was going to go to the finals. I knew they were a good team, but I knew they was going to go to the finals. But, and then the Timberwolves, I didn't know they were going to the Western Conference Finals. And then the Mavericks, I didn't even know they was going to go to the finals. Like, it don't matter when the playoffs comes. Like, once the playoff comes, it doesn't matter what seed you in. If you in the playoffs, you have a chance. So, yeah, the Cavs going on a 5-0 start. That's great. That's good. But when the playoffs come, they got to show me. They got to show me if they really a legit contender. If they're really a threat. But that's it, man. I'm going to wrap it up for this episode 30. I'm going to wrap it up. I just want to clear some things up. You know, get some things out there. Let y'all know what's going on in the NBA right now. Like what teams are struggling, what teams are doing good, what teams just need to have more chemistry together, and just, you know, history be made. But yeah, I'm gonna see you on the next episode. Go comment, like, subscribe, share this podcast, man. And I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.